The passing of Bill Buskell is not only a heartache and loss to our community, but is also an opportunity to carry on the legacy of a man who helped mold a business that exemplifies success and generosity. Pine was and will continue to be a blessing. We were blessed to have him as the owner of our company, blessed to have him as our mentor for business and personal advice for so many years. And we were blessed to have him as a friend that we will never forget. This is a message from the Pineapple Willies restaurant team on the passing of Bill Buskell, who passed very shortly after recording this episode of the Lux Life Discovered podcast.
Are you living your passion? What is your passion? Welcome to the Lux Life Discovered podcast, where we talk with people who are living a lifestyle that reflects their passion, because we believe everyone should enjoy living their best life, their Lux Life.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lux Life Discovered. I'm Rick Steiner. This is my co-host Shannon Richmond, and our guest today is William Buskell, better known as Pine, the owner of Pineapple Willies here in Panama City Beach and Wicked Will. Thank you for being with us today.
With pleasure. I've been around for a while. I'm 81 years old.
Are you 81? I didn't realize that. So how long have you been in the Panama City Beach?
I came here in 70. Okay. Worked in the motel for a while, and then bought the Pineapple Willies from the partners at that time.
Okay. All right.
Well, and that was 79 that I did that. And then later, 84, I think it was, we changed the name to Pineapple Willies.
Okay. All right. So you've been here through a lot of the changes over the years.
Oh, yeah. Quite a bit.
Right. So what brought you to Panama City Beach? What?
Well, I was in the brokerage business with my father for 12 years, and I saw where the brokerage business was going down because of the chains and all that. There were no more grocery wholesalers to call on, so I was looking for another job, and my brother was in investment properties at that time. And he had some coal miners over in Kentucky and West Virginia that wanted investment to get write-offs for 3 years. So we bought the our Red Carpet Inn, which was bankrupt at that time. And I came in October, cold season in here, nothing going on. You shoot a cannon down the damn street and not hit anybody.
Right.
And we'll try to get it open by March to get some money flowing in there. So I set up half the night doing mail outs and stuff to get people to come in. And we had a crew from the Sheraton, all the girls over there, the bartenders and everything, were our maintenance crew that helped paint up and fix up the property.
Wow.
And we finally got it open, and Debbie Knight, who was the president of the
Panama City Beach Chamber.
That's right. Mm-hmm. She was my manager at the hotel, and after that, we were trying to we were trying to get it going and everything, and we were having spring break like a war going on. We had 2 people killed in the parking lot.
Oh gosh,
it was a mess. Sex was free.
So from what it was then to what it is now, how do you think the change has done for our community?
Well, back 5 years ago, the last big spring break, I went to fussing about a Panamania card because they were serving minors. And so I went to the state of Florida complaining about it and ran newspaper ads and stuff that they should clean it up. And at that time, then they started thinking about Family Beach. Mm-hmm. And I think the hurricane came, and right after that, they decided to change the beach to Family Beach. It's been a great thing that happened to the beach, right? Because the amount of families and stuff that's coming in right now is tremendous. Almost every other table has 3 or 4 children,
right?
And the growth has been unbelievable, and the whole government has been very cooperative as far as making things happen and being cooperative with everything.
This episode of Lux Life Discovered is brought to you in part by Steiner Event Group. Steiner Event Group is a national event planner that produces results for their clients. They offer event and wedding planning on any scale, hosting bridal shows, scouting talented models, and producing riveting concept photo shoots to help their clients expand their brands, products, and services. Whether you're a business professional aiming to take your brand to the next level, planning a corporate or private event, a bride seeking to have the wedding of your dreams, or a model ready to be discovered, Steiner Event Group is ready for you.
Do you see one man's vision, what it did? One man's vision. He
right.
stood up for what he thought was best for our community. And look how many families come to our beach now.
Yeah.
Right. And that's true. And I mean, a whole different mindset, a whole different, just the way it's reflected.
It seems to be the place to come for all types of groups. There's family business from Mexico and Texas.
So tell me, we've got 2 awards here on the table that you received.
I won 2 awards. One of them is the Humanitarian Award, where I invest a lot of time with Beach Care Service, which helps the people who get in trouble and need help over the hump.
Right.
Maybe it is $100 or $150. Sometimes we take care of their rent, food, or whatever their need is to keep them going, but they have to live on the beach. And
you started that, right?
Yes, me and 5 other people sat down at the church down there next to the chamber and got it all organized. And then we started the Motel and Restaurant Association, which later changed itself into the chamber.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So in the beginning for Beach Care Services, weren't you guys just going up and down the beach seeing who you could help?
Yeah, that's right. We were trying to get volunteers, and we still get volunteers, and as our board of directors, and we got bankers and top-notch people on there. And I raised $100,000 this year for Beach Care, and a fundraiser we do, Pay It Back.
Right.
So as you know, we don't survive unless we get donations.
Exactly.
And so what we do is we do several events, but Pine puts on one that matches all of ours.
I was going to say, yeah.
Doing a Pay It
Well,
Forward.
you do too, and do a big dinner there. At,
yes, we have a lot of events, but we get one big check, and this year was amazing.
Yeah.
Tell how much of a check we got this year.
$50,000.
I think it was 60.
60.
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't
And
that amazing?
We had some extra money this year, so we gave some to chefs of New Orleans organization, which helps them out recently with all the rain and everything they've had. And what was the other?
Did you give to Paws and Claws?
Yeah, Paws and Claws.
And then I think Basic.
Basic.
I mean, just gives.
Right. So where does that passion come from to help other people?
I don't know. All during my life, I've been that way. In high school, I didn't get out till I was 20 years old. Failed the 7th and the 2nd. And
Are you being serious?
yeah.
Okay.
And he kept going.
Yeah, that's great.
But during high school, I was president of the Beach Key Club, not the Letterman's Club. I was lettered 4 years, but we competed against each other.
Okay.
And I had dances and stuff like that. And I got a watch for being an outstanding student senior year, which I was proud of. And I've just always been more blessed to give than to receive.
Yeah.
And I found out when you give, you receive a lot of.
Right. It comes back to you, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's helped our business that way. We've got a culture that all the employees get along great together, and even when they leave, they come back. And it's just a good environment.
Well, you brought up a good point, because I do know for a fact that many of your employees have been there for years.
Oh, yeah.
And had families of employees that have come to work for you as well. So that's a good testimony to the staff you have and the way the business is run.
And due to the fact we're getting a lot of Jamaicans and Mexicans in here, we're building a little community over there off of Moreland with 12 apartments, which are 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, so you can put 2 in each bedroom.
Right.
And we'll have them open in March, and we have a laundry over there for them too. So we feel like that giving them a place to stay, because rents and everything going so high,
right,
that it would be a benefit to us in the long run to house them. Similar to big resorts and everything, and similar to the farmers who in southern Florida have housing for all their workers that come in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? He needs employees, so he's trying to figure out a way to keep employees and get employees. Right. They need housing. He builds housing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's amazing to go that far.
And then you hear that and you think, why don't other people do it? You know, why?
Well, there's another advantage to it is tax deductions. If you start making a lot of money, you have to figure out how to keep some up from the government.
True.
So all this, I bought the land for $1 million, that's not tax deductible. But all the building and all that stuff's tax deductible. Yeah. So we'll probably get $1 million worth of tax relief this year. Yeah.
With By the Sea Resorts, you have so many options, you never have to settle. By the Sea Resorts offers 5 restaurants and 11 hotels where you can enjoy the sights and the sounds of the Gulf, spread out in spacious guest rooms. Or book your next event or meeting in one of our many customizable spaces. For dining, we're serving up sunshine and good times at all 3 of our Barefoot restaurant locations. Or experience waterfront dining at the Shrimp Boat Restaurant. And enjoy live entertainment every weekend at House of Bourbon. By the Sea Resorts. We're saving you a front row seat.
So hopefully somebody hears this and says, hey, that's a great idea, because then they can make housing for their employees.
That's right.
And again, motivating other people by example.
Or else buying houses that already exist. I think one of the Chinese places has housing for their people. Which
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, good. That's something I hadn't thought about. So that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What about the second award? Which one is that?
I don't know.
The Pioneer of the Year.
Pioneer.
That's the huge Big Daddy Award.
Yeah, that's a great one. And I got that in what?
2017.
Yeah. I was shocked by that one. I didn't expect to get it. And humanitarian, I got a little hint on that one.
You had no hint on this one, though.
No.
And didn't Jack Bishop give it to you?
Yeah, Jack Bishop, and we had fought over spring break
for years.
Yeah, we didn't talk for a while because we didn't agree on
different viewpoints.
Yeah, he liked to keep the money rolling on spring break because he had an end to that one, and he wasn't too excited. But now he made up to me and said, "Yeah, that was a great idea because he's booming in his business." So
yeah.
And haven't you guys been friends for years and years and years?
Oh, yeah. We went to Maine on a RV tour, about five RVs. Went up there and had a big party for a while. Ate a lot of lobster.
Yeah. That's great.
So he and Jack and Christopher, our president at the Beach Chamber, were in the office talking, and they were just talking about old days and all the things. Christopher and I think were like this.
I can imagine.
It was amazing listening to their stories. We could listen all day long.
Well, that's why we want to do this podcast, to showcase so many of the great talent that's in the area, and it's called Lux Life Discovered, and we think you're probably one of the prime examples of a Lux Life, because it's not just luxurious and wealthy, but you're living your passion, and the way you share your passion with everybody around.
It makes my life enjoyable, and I don't ever get depressed or anything. I'm always pushing forward and trying and speaking great about other people and trying to build them up and get them the same passion.
That's great. Yeah.
Living by and leading by example.
Right.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about, you have Wicked Will, Pineapple Willies, and the Barn. What makes you different? What separates you from other local restaurants here?
Food quality. we buy the best, don't want anything second class or frozen. We just recently started making chicken fried sirloin at Wicked Wheel, and it's sirloin, not frozen, second cut, and we tenderize it and season it and buttermilk and whole 10 yards.
Sounds good.
And what about the oil that you use? I thought that was very interesting.
We use cottonseed oil just like Publix. Publix famous for their chicken, and we won the award for the best chicken 8 years in a row now.
Oh, wow.
And it's just juicy and good.
So it costs a little more money to go that route.
Oh, yeah, and the chicken's gone sky high now, and we're trying to absorb some of the cost of that and not raise the price too much. And Pineapple Willies is famous for Jack Daniel's barbecue ribs.
Right.
I tried to find something that wasn't seafood or steaks or all that, and I started doing that, and I found out a system where you trim them down and cut them before you cook them, and most of the fat comes off of it. It's done in auto shams.
Okay.
He's got it down to a
I was
science.
going to say, yeah, it's not just a method; it is a science.
And our kitchen is got a culture to it that they want it the cleanest kitchen in the area, and they do a complete wash down of the kitchen every night. You go in the next morning, it's spotless.
Wow.
I took a guy on a tour that owned a restaurant in Phoenix, Arizona, a seafood restaurant, last night, and took him on tour through it, and he was just shocked at how we operate. It's different. I try to make it different. I try to make it more like a manufacturing company than a one-plate kitchen. Right. Try to serve 100 plates in an hour rather than 100 plates in a night.
Right.
So.
But there's no lack in quality.
No.
No. We don't skip a beat.
We cut it out if it is. We everything we sell is pretty well documented by the volume of satisfied customers and the number of people trying to come to our restaurant because of the parking is not that great, but it gives us enough people we can serve them well. Right. And all our waitresses are kind and helpful and friendly with everybody. They try to strike up a conversation with them and break that plastic shell on their body and get them happy where they've been and what they've been doing and all that stuff.
Gives that personal touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Southern hospitality.
That's true. That's true. And you've got several satellite parking lots that you've added over the years too.
Yes, my son did that. He started seeing the foresight, and he's in the T-shirt business and prints all our T-shirts.
Okay. So he lives here. He's local also.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And my second son, the oldest, got down on the beach cleaning up tar off of the spill.
Right.
And a plane flew over and sprayed him with toxins.
Oh, no.
And so he became disabled more or less with the toxins, and he's got a big lawsuit in with BP, but it's been 11 years, and BP ain't done anything.
Wow.
So he owned 10% of the company as a stockholder, and he gets dividends that help support him.
Right. Wow. Didn't realize that.
But he's had all kinds of problems, but at the time he was being what I am, a kind person and trying to get a T-shirt help.
Wow.
This episode of Lux Life Discovered is brought to you in part by Orville's Men's Store. Thank you, Orville's Men's Store, for supplying the men's clothing for today's podcast. For the absolute best in casual and dress wear for men, visit orvillesms.com. That's ORVILLESMS.com.
You can go to almost any airport and you see a Pineapple Willies T-shirt on somebody.
Yeah. I saw one in England.
In England?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow, that made you feel good, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, you help so many all the time. What do you do for your off time with your sweet wife, Mary? Do you guys get to do anything fun besides, I know you travel to New Orleans because you have a place there.
We have a place over there. We're not traveling that much now, but at 65, I took 5 years off and spent $25,000 a year that I had saved to tour and go around the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been everywhere. Thailand.
How fun to be able to do that, though. Yeah.
I know.
Because most people, that's like a bucket list, probably one of what you did, and as much as you did, especially, but they never, like my parents were older and had the money to do everything they wanted to do, but by that time, they didn't want to do anything. So that's good that you were able to do that.
At my age, I'm right now having a tough time getting around, but we went to Budapest, went to China, went England, Ireland, all of them on
wow, that's interesting. Yeah, that's nice.
Went to the Baltic Sea with a big storm out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Went on blues cruises. We were big in the blues business. At one time, I had a blues club at Pineapple Willies, and we brought some of the top artists in the nation into the blues club. And it fizzled out to where we had to have the area for a holding area for the people.
So would you ever get the blues started back down here?
I had a blues festival here at Panama City Beach. I think I lost $1 million on that.
Oh, wow. So,
but we tied it in with Jackson, Mississippi Blues Festival. And it was called the American Blues Festival.
Okay.
And the TDC gave us, I think it was $1,500 to advertise with. And
wow.
It was actually a bad week to have it in August. It was, I think, the third week in August. Hot.
Right.
And but it was a great show.
Yeah.
I mean,
that blues music is really good. Where our farms are in Arkansas, there's a place called Helena right on the river.
Yeah.
They do the King Cotton Blues Festival.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm very familiar with the blues and that type of music. So, yeah. And that's a huge event.
I've been down to Jackson, Mississippi, and they're all in there on the blues trail.
Okay, yeah. Wow. So that's interesting then, because I didn't know that part. And
he's setting a good example for so many things that we need to do.
Yeah.
I mean, for Beach Care Services, when somebody said, hey, we have an opening, and I talked to Pine and heard his passion, I'm like, I'm on. What do we do? Tell me what we do. So every year, I'm so passionate for him because his passion just rained over on me, telling me this is what we need to do to help our community, and it's amazing. And he's an amazing man.
If you just stay positive all the time and don't surround yourself with negative. When people start talking negative, I just excuse myself.
Yeah.
My wife has some women that gossip and carry on, and I'll go say hello to them and everything.
And then you're out of there. Smart man. We learn, don't we?
Yeah.
So, well, listen, thank you for leading by example, because that's why that's how people learn that have never done that,
Well, I found out in my travels over the different countries that most everybody are kind people, or working people, or trying to do well. And everything, every nationality has their problems, mostly with their governments. The people are kind, and when you get down in the ghetto, I guess you call, of countries, you find out that they're just as happy as everybody.
Right. Well,
and usually most of them are all religious.
Right. That's true. And I'm glad that you're able to get out and travel and do all that, because that's just awesome. Because
we could sit and listen all day.
I know it. Yeah, we could talk all day, but I think we're out of time now. But thank you so much for coming on and being one of our first guests on this new podcast, because we want to showcase people and talent and genuine people like yourself who are living their Lux life and showcasing how much we love Panama City Beach and the area.
It's a great place to live. And school systems are great.
Right.
It's just people are coming here to live.
Absolutely.
That's true. Yes.
The housing developments are going crazy.
Right. Well, good deal. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
And thank you
for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for joining us for another episode of Lux Life Discovered, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and want to support our show, leave us a review. That's the #1 way to help this show reach others just like you. Join us next time for another Lux Life Discovered.